more games, you know, brother. One life in a white top with fail. Ready.
You see, I'm my time now, I'm ready now. Ready to go make things happen. Full speed ahead like a brand new Chevy now. Ain't no mean to fast stop it. Me say a prime time now, I'm ready now. Come and see the head of them watching. Excuse me, let me answer me door because me here. Opportunity knocking.
No good me, I tell you, girl. I something about that wire. Every time I see girl, you just clean and stay good. I just want to lick her. Girl, but I forget this. I don't care what my man wants them. I forget a piece of the wire. One man can't suck it in. Girl, I feel like I want to dash out everything, but I just want to dash out my life, dash out everything.
Squeaky cleaning, me squeaky cleaning. When me step in the road, them love me just go. That's why them attack on me. Squeaky cleaning, me squeaky cleaning. Them gonna giant boat to me shop like a soul. All of them a fear talk about me. Walking and them a fizzle, them a mannequin. One step me have the whole place panicking. Me style it and like Glover in a show. So them a call me the Danny King. Competition them vanishing. Them a team up park, so the hell we a go manage him. Me swag so astonishing. Make them talk till them lose them oxygen.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glowing honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka Dejazmatch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Panafrican Happy Man. I'm an entertainment attorney, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I'm an actionist, and as you know, I am also the host of the Lion Voice vlog. Yes, today I have another one of my good brethren here. I've known for many years. It's a great pleasure and an honor to interview this brethren and to introduce him to the Lion Voice family, the Lion Pride. And also, this brethren is a brethren that I often reason about because of the work ethic, and we're going to get into some of the work ethic. He also travels back and forth to Jamaica. He keeps the link with the roots. Brethren had a wake-up call one day, and from that time he has never been the same. We're going to get into that too. So who am I talking about? I know you're wondering, but some of you are not wondering. I'm talking about the great Zella Dino. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, this is Zella Dino, and I'm representing for Lion's Voice, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be on the podcast.
Yes.
Yahweh, got 'em my way. Rastafari intercede. Hey, hey, hey. I had to wake up call this morning. It was George on the line, saying he was trying to reach me for a very long time. I had to wake up call this morning. Got him while we on the phone. He was calling me from Zion while sitting on the throne. Answer the first ring, and I could hear the angels sing. Answer the first ring. What a joy to hear the king.
So this is again, we're talking about the network, because one of the things I always say is that my superpower is my network.
Yes.
And the I is a part of that network.
Yes, certainly.
Zella Dino not only has been a client, we've shared stages together, You know, he's one of the, I think, one of the most impactful songwriters that I know and performers in terms of the messaging and inspirational dancehall. I like to really say that is, I think, this brethren lane. I always encourage him into that lane there because he has a real story and we want to really get into that story. So let's start at the beginning. Who is Zella Dino? Where did this journey start for the eye?
Okay, my name is Zella Dino. My real name is Dennis. You know, Dennis Sharp. Born in Jamaica, in Kingston, Jamaica. You know, and my journey into music started way back from when I was a toddler. You know, I used to love hear my father and my mother had a stereo. You know, back in the day when you had the stereo with your records, and you know, as a family we used to just sit around and play music. So I just love music as an expressive art form. And you know, I grew up with life experiences and found out that, you know, I could do what I heard them doing when I was a child. And as you say, you know, I have a positive message. So, you know, that's where I entered the ring, as so to speak, into music and, you know, staying positive and just trying to reach out to the world to connect, at least to show another side of music. Otherwise, from bang bang, shoot 'em up, and you know what I mean? Progressiveness and, you know, being able to overcome, you know what I mean? That's what basically Zella Dino is representing musically.
So we have a lot of Jamaican people and, you know, we have some industry people who watch the platform. What community in Kingston?
Okay, so I was born at 5 New Lincoln Road.
Okay.
Over there by Crossroads area right there, right?
Right.
So you would say probably Jonestown over that side of town.
Okay.
So I lived there with me and my mom and my brothers and sisters. And then, you know, once the government started selling land, houses in Portmore, you know what I mean? And then me and my family, my dad bought a house and we moved to Waterford, Portmore.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So big up everybody from Waterford, Boston Road, to be exact.
All right.
You know what I mean?
We would love to shout out the communities.
Yeah. And that was, you know, when what happened was my mother migrated to the States.
Yes.
And when she migrated to the States, because my dad was working full time, he then sent us to live with his grandmother. And that's in a place called French Park.
Okay.
It's right next to Spur Tree in Manchester. Yeah, so, you know, I went there and that's where I passed my common entrance. Okay. And I went to the Great Decatur College, different commerce, you know, purple and white, you know. Yeah.
We love that. So, where did this musical journey, you mentioned your mother went overseas, where did the musical journey really start?
Okay, so music kept my company, man. You know what I mean? I used to find myself, before I started music, I had the gift of gab, I had this wittiness, so I could say stuff and people would laugh, and then, you know, sometimes I would say, what did I just say? You know what I mean? And sometimes they would tell me, and sometimes they would like, you said it, you know what I mean? So I was like, man, something told me that if I could put these words together, I could forward with something. So I don't know where it was that I went, and because usually the universe gives me signs.
Yes.
And it was something about recording your voice, getting a voice recorder.
Yes.
And like that's what the universe said to me.
What age are we talking
this,
about?
Well, as far as musically, you know, all my DC friends, my Decatur College friends, they can tell you about, in Jamaica, Zella Dino was a name given to me once I came to the States.
Yeah.
But in Jamaica, my original name.
Yes.
Given to me by my grandfather, rest in peace, mother. He used to call me Venezuela. Yeah, he used to rub my head and say Venezuela.
Yeah.
So, like after a while, the Veni got taken away and everybody started calling me Zuela. So anybody in Jamaica know me, they know me as Zuela.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Maxine like a brother, Noel like a brother, Mr. Sharp's son. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, as a youth, when we were at school, beat on the desk and, you know, going to school in Mandeville, I had the opportunity to come across legends like Super Cat, Nicodemus, Bourbanton, because in Mandeville there was a sound system called Sturmars.
Okay.
And the coach and my soccer team was best friends with Skengdan.
Okay.
So Sturmars supported our school.
Okay.
Because you know it's a lot of different high schools in Mandeville, but our high school, the Carteret College, we were supported by Skengdan, Sturmars, and this garrison called George's Valley.
Okay.
Anybody from Mandeville know about the Valley Man them. So they had our backs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So growing up there, you know, seeing like, you know, at the end of a soccer match, like a lot of night hawk bikes riding out and Clarks and Wallaby and, you know, so
fully immersed in the culture.
Fully immersed in the culture, you know. So anybody who can relate can also say, you know what I mean? So seeing it firsthand, seeing man like Ninja Man, seeing Gregory Isaacs fully dressed out, not in a show setting, in real life. Like when you see Gregory Isaacs in real life, he look like he's on the stage. You know what I mean? So stuff like that just appealed to me, and
we're gonna get into your unique fashion style.
Yeah.
He's one of the top dress artists, you know. So what age were you when you left Jamaica and came to America?
Okay, so I left Jamaica at the age of 17.
Okay.
I came to America to live with my mother because she had finally got everything together and sent for her kids.
Okay.
So we came here. I mean, me and my youngest sister, I think my youngest sister is a year older than I, a year and a half. So I was the youngest who came, and then we lived in this community called Louisdale. So anybody in DMV, you have to know about us, Louisdale, cause you know. So came to live in Louisdale. Eventually moved to Langley Park. That's another.
Yes.
Langley Park.
DMV people
Yeah.
know
So
that.
yeah. So Louisdale, Langley Park. Live in Bellsville, and then you know I met my future bride, and we started making life together with kids. We moved to the District of Columbia, which is DC.
Yes.
So you know the journey. It's a DMV journey because I never lived in any other states.
Yes.
Yeah, just between DC and.
I want to touch something. You don't have to go deep if you don't. You know, I know that the streets did call you one time.
Yeah.
And badness did kind of hug you up one time.
Yeah, well, you know, like, you know, Louisdale, right? Louisdale, we was like, I mean, we was and we is still a family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We banded together. Growing up in Louisdale, there was a set of Jamaicans that when I came here. So shout out to Jungle Jesus. So Jungle Jesus is Bounty Killer's older brother.
Okay.
So anybody from Jungle know Jungle Jesus. Jungle Jesus and Tony Skinner. Them two junglists, right?
Yeah.
And we was lieutenants for them. We was their lieutenants. I was the young up and coming, and you know, they used to send me here and send me there, but one thing I have to say about Jungle Jesus and Tony Skinner, they taught us how to be men. Whatever we did for them, they rewarded us in kind. So it's like, it's like you're doing something and it's giving you an incentive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, the hustling and,
Yes.
you know, we hustling and taking...
We don't want to get into
yeah,
the details,
yeah.
but we just,
Yeah,
because
so,
one of the topics on this channel that I really want to put into the mind, particularly of the Jamaican youth, is that badness and music don't mix.
Well,
and you made a decision at some point, so I just want to establish who Zella Dino is, so they have some context for the inspiration.
Yeah, not necessarily badness.
Yes.
Street.
Him say, my son, listen up. The blessing when me give you all I get missing up. And them a go on your eyes, they shine and glisten up. Why out the road, I go get marks and fissing up. Him says, I don't follow them. Work for your things, no matter beg, no borrow them. Just like a Jonah, the wheel, I go swallow them. My son don't keep no Saddam and go marrow friend.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, very jovial youth.
Yeah, man.
Never scared.
Yes.
You know, to be honest with you, I had to rough up a couple of fellas here and there.
Yes.
But I never sold myself into a gang or a group. Yes. Even though I tell you about Louis Dale, they can tell you I'm my own individual. And ever since I was young, I've been on a path where of actualization. Like, I knew I wanted to be more and have more. And so every time, even when I'm hanging out, I'm still reading a book, because they can tell you. Like, you know, FYI, I was a spelling bee champion.
Okay. So Zella Dino, it's more than just the eye. It's a brand. Tell us, you know, more about the brand and how it came about.
All right. So the name Zella Dino, right? Like when I was growing up in Jamaica, you know, one of my neighbors lived directly in front of my house in Boston Road. Was the great O'Neal Russell. You know what I say? O'Neal Russell was one of the top players on that 70s Clarendon College with Lenny Hyde, and you know what I mean? So we used to play scrimmage together. So I'm a soccer player, and when I went to live in Mandeville and going to the Carteret College, I played under 14, under 16. Costa Cup. At one point I was gonna play for Stex, which is St. Elizabeth Technical, but because they said I had to sit out a year and it was almost time for me to come to America, so I just went back and played for my high school. So coming to America, you know, soccer is in me and I'm playing every day, and you know, like I said, they started calling me Zella. And then one day I just started a whole different level of ball, and they say, yo, you can't name Zella no more. You have to name Zella Dino. You know what I say? So it's like everybody, they used to call me Zinedine. People still call me Zinedine, Zella Dino, Zidane. So you know, it's a soccer infused thing. And just traveling with that name, and then when the music come about, I say, alright, well, you know, that's how everybody know me. So Zella Dino. So with the branding, you know, I have my own clothing line, the bow tie, and you know, it's a soccer theme, and I tend to see myself as the game changer. So if you know soccer, I'm the number 9. I'm the top striker. So the top striker, you know, he don't have to start in the game, but when he comes in the game, he comes to change the game, score the goals. So number 9 is the number, Zella Dino is the name, and Squeaky Clean is the brand.
Squeaky clean, me squeaky clean. When me step in the road, them love me just go, that's why them attack on me. Squeaky clean, me squeaky clean. Them gonna giant boat to me shop like a soul, all of them a fear talk about me. Walking and them a fizzle, them a mannequin. One step me have the whole place panicking. Me style it and like Glover in a show. So them a call me the Danny King. Competition them vanishing. Them a team up and ask how the hell we a go manage him. Me swag so astonishing. Make them talk till them lose them oxygen. Squeak.
You know, we have to stay squeak. Anything what we do, we do it to our best. And we also trying to inspire. You know, cause I even remember growing up, seen photos with Marcus Garvey and George William Gordon and them guys in them suit.
Yeah, man.
You know, that it had a lasting impression, yeah.
So tell the people, where can they find Zella Dino?
Okay.
Follow the movement.
Okay, so the movement, it's one Zella Dino on Instagram, and it's Zella Dino on my fan page on Facebook, and also Zella Dino, the original Mr. Sharp. I have a Twitter, but I haven't really used it. But you know,
and we'll put all of the socials on the screen so you can just catch them there.
Yeah, you know, and you know, having a new management team, you know, what they set out to do. If they do it, then I should be coming to a stage near you.
Lion Vice.
Get one thing clear. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This year my year, no fear.
Yo, no more games, you know, brother. One life in a white top was saying, so ready.
You see, my time now, I'm ready now. Ready to go make things happen. Full speed ahead like a brand new Chevy now. Ain't no reason for stopping. Me say a prime time now, I'm ready now. Come and see the haters, them watching. Excuse me, let me answer me door because me here. Opportunity knocking. Just forget us as them want you take them advice. But enough of them wet teach no wise. Bring them down to size and you realize them only are gonna lead to your demise. Them information not accurate, not precise. Don't make them influence if you make a choice. Shout it out loud at the top of your voice. Pagan, love me, make me live my life. See my time now, I'm ready now. Ready to go make things happen. Full speed ahead like a brand new Chevy now. Ain't no reason for stopping. Me say a prime time now, I'm ready now. Come and see the haters, them watching. Excuse me, let me answer me door because me here. Opportunity knocking.